Hey guys, CryptoDad here again, and I recently did a setup video for the Ryder One seedless cryptocurrency hardware wallet. Of course, you can use a seed if you want, but its strength lies in the seedless backup using the backup tags. You can also use your own phone's iCloud account, and you can also create backup tags with your friends and relatives on their phones. It's quite a robust and flexible backup strategy. So I wanted to do some quick demos on how you would do these restores using different configurations. They use a Shamir backup system where you need at least two of the keys in order to do a restore. So I'm going to show you how that works with a backup tag and your phone. I'll show you how it works with two backup tags. And then also I'd like to show you what happens when you lose your phone, which is not that difficult because you've got the device right there. But I wanted to cover all of the scenarios that might occur if you're using a crypto hardware wallet with your phone, and how you would recover from so-called disasters. So let's jump in. So when you install the Ryder One app and you go through the initial setup, it backs up from your phone. And I thought, is that just the public information that's getting backed up? But it turns out it's not. It's one of the shards, which is interesting. So it backs up one of the shards in your Shamir backup. So the Ryder One uses a Shamir backup. So one of your shards is your iPhone backup, and then the other shard is on your backup key. So when you buy the Ryder One, you get one backup key, the device and the charger, and then you set up the app. So when you do a restore, you use the phone, and then you use the backup key. Those are you need at least two. This is what I've determined as we played around with this. All right. So let's see, if I go into the settings, right, and I erase this thing. All right. And then I decide there, it's erased. Now, let's say I want to restore this thing. It tells me to download the app. I do that. I've done this before, yes? Oh, I think I go in here to recovery. There we go. All right, so recover my lost Ryder One. Well, we're just assuming that the one that we can also say it's been reset, right? It's basically new because now it's in factory condition. So this is the scenario we're doing here. So we'll recover it. Now the first thing it wants is, okay, start recovering. We're going to do tap safe recovery. Now I need to get my iCloud shard, right? So I can grant access. All right, then it says my CryptoDad Ryder One, and then it tells me to turn it on, which I've done. And hit continue. And then it wants me to pair it. So I just tap here, and then whoops. Come on, baby, don't do that to me. Oh. There it is. Okay. So we're paired up. Choose passcode on your, okay, so I got to do this again. Well, remember, we erased this, right? So we got to put the passcode, or choose a passcode. All right, and I have to confirm that. All right, so we got the passcode set up. Now I need the tap key. Bam. And I say I want to choose. I could also do a recovery contact, which would be a friend or a neighbor or a family member that had a phone app. But I'm going to choose the recovery tag. Hold the recovery tag underneath. And bam, boom, bam. You can't see what I'm doing here. Okay, come on, baby. I haven't got all night. There. Now, when I did that the first time, I was kind of like, well, that's kind of weird. Oh, all right. So we got to do this again. I got to tell it, yeah, I chose a passcode. Yeah, I chose the recovery tag. And now I need to tap on this, tap and here, and do this. Okay, and now we're back in business. Okay. Now, I thought to myself, well, that's kind of weird. Why, I don't know that I would really want to hold, whoops, daggone it. Whether I want to rely on my phone backup. Well, as it turns out, if you get extra recovery tags, you can back up the recovery tags as well. Like you can go into the app, or you can go into the you can go into this area and create a new backup and like put a new create a send backup to a new tag. And what's cool about that is I don't have to use the phone recovery at all if I don't want to. I can use 2 recovery tags. So let's wipe this thing again. Hold. All right, so the Ryder One was erased. All right, so now we have a blank Ryder One. Now let's, instead of using my phone, I'm going to go back through the same thing. Recover my lost Ryder One. It's a brand new one. Start recovering. Tap Safe Recovery. Only this time, I'm not going to do the iCloud recovery. I'm just going to continue without. It's going to have me turn it on and pair it. All right. I need to create a passcode again because it's brand new. Okay, passcode is set. Now I'm going to use my recovery tag. And notice how it says, hey, it's only halfway. Now I need to use another recovery tag. And bam, now we're 100%. So you don't have to rely on that iCloud backup, but I haven't gone through again to see if you can totally avoid backing up your phone during the setup process. I think what I would need to do would be to delete the app and start over again and see if I could bypass that. If you just want to rely on your recovery tags, which I think is pretty cool. All right, so we say, okay, I've done the recovery. So I'm going to tap here. I'm going to tap here. I'm going to pair up again. And there we go. So what's cool about Ryder One is you can create a seed phrase, but you shouldn't really. I recommend a seedless option because there are so many issues with backup seed phrases, especially for newcomers. So what we have here is a user-friendly, beginner-friendly wallet with a practically unlimited backup potential. Right? I can buy as many of these little tags as I want to, and I can hide them in different areas. So that's an advantage over Tangem, because Tangem can only create a card set. Once you've created a card set, you cannot buy additional cards to back up the device more than that. And everyone asks me, well, if I lose all 3 cards, do I lose my crypto? Yes, you do with the seedless option. Same with Ryder One, only you can create a virtually unlimited number of backups. You don't have to say, oh, what if I lose all 3? Well, okay, I've got 50. So what if I lose all 50? Yeah, okay, maybe you might lose all 50, but you're going to be less likely to lose all 50 than just 2, right? So that's the advantage of Ryder One, is that you've got these practically unlimited backup, seedless backup options. Another thing that's cool about Ryder One is that it has a screen. as opposed to the Tangent that does not. So it has limited crypto support, but it's user-friendly and it has some distinct advantages over the Tangent in power and flexibility. Maybe not equal to the Ledger or Trezor, but definitely something to think about for a newcomer. So I thought that's pretty cool. All right, so let's quickly take a look at the scenario if you were to lose your phone. So you can see that I have my Ryder One app here, and I've got a balance in my Bitcoin account. So let's assume that I lost my phone. So the easiest way to pull that one off would be to simply delete the app, and I'll just download it again. We'll just assume this is a brand new phone that's never had the app on there before. So if we go to the My Wallet section and we tap here, it says C paired phone. And I'm just going to unpair it, right, because that phone doesn't exist anymore. And we'll hold to confirm that. All right. All right, so we'll say pair with phone, and we'll tell it that we're pairing it with a new phone app. So it's going to give us the QR code to download the app. There we go. All right, so we'll just go over to the App Store. We'll download that, and then we'll open it up. All right, so what we want to do is get started. And we just want to pair with an existing Ryder One. The Ryder One is on. We'll just hold it over the top of the phone where it goes. And then we're going to need to approve the pairing here. So we'll just hold to do that. And that's good. So we'll say we've done that. Okay, and so it wants to recreate the iCloud backup. I'm going to let it go ahead and do that. We'll allow it to use Face ID. We'll tap. And we're good to go. So that was really all we had to do. We had to unpair it from the old phone. We paired it up with the new phone and just used our existing device. And then we just went through the process of pairing it up with the app, and we had access to our crypto again. No big deal. Now, I'm kind of curious. I want to see what happens if I don't want to use that iCloud feature. Let's see if that works. All right, so we'll go back to the App Store once again. I'll go ahead and download once again. All right, we'll go through this. All right, we're going to pair with an existing Ryder One. It's on. We're going to start pairing. Oh, okay, yeah. We need to unpair from the old phone first. So we do that here. Right, we just take care of that because we're just assuming that we got a brand new phone. Okay. All right, and we've already downloaded the app. You're pairing with a new phone or app. All right, and then we'll hit start pairing here. Okay, so we now we have to approve just like we did the last time. So we'll hold to approve. All right, and then we'll tell the phone app that we've done that. And then we'll tap the device again. All All right, now here, I'm going to see if I can get around this. I don't want to store it on there. And let's see if it'll let me do that. No, it's not going to let me do that. Okay. So yeah, it's just always going to force you to do that iCloud. They're sort of enforcing their Shamir secret protocol by forcing the user to create at least 2 shards from the get-go. If it were bypassable, people might end up with an unstable configuration. But anyway, I was just curious about that. So I hope you enjoyed my demonstration of the recovery process of the Ryder One wallet using the backup tags and the iCloud backups. I feel this is a very powerful and flexible recovery system for a seedless and user-friendly wallet. One of the biggest problems with self-custody is users mismanaging their seed phrase, either writing it down incorrectly or losing it, or being tricked by scammers into revealing it. That's the number one way that people lose crypto out there using self-custody. And Ryder One has come up with an elegant solution to bypass the seed phrase by creating a very powerful and flexible system using the backup tags and the iCloud backups as Shamir shards. So if you have any questions about anything I said, please throw them up in the comments and I'll do my best to get them answered. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me and hope to see you again soon.